Say hey, Yellow Jacket football fans. Welcome to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, we went up to Dalton, fought a little weather, fought a nice Dalton team, came out on the short end of a 28-13 score. I thought the guys played hard and went after it the whole game against a good team, and I thought we learned a lot.
Yeah, I think, number one, I think Dalton's a very good football team.
Yes.
Number two, I thought our kids really, really played hard and played physical. And, if we can learn from this loss, I think we're going to be fine. The bottom line is we've got to learn from it and get better each week. So, it was a tough night for us, but overall, there was more positive than negatives.
Yes, and when you go back and look at the ball game, you get out of the moment, get out of the emotional moment. There were a lot of positives. We had 300 yards of total offense. We had from the pound and shoot offense. We had 3 turnovers. We have 9 turnovers so far in the season from the black shirt defense. Those are 2 things you can really hang your hat on.
Yeah, really pleased with the way our defense played because, they had 3 or 4 really, really good athletes. We didn't really know number 1 was playing. So we kind of game planned around some other things, so that kind of threw us a curve. And then, number 11's a really good player, and then number 8 made some really, really nice plays last night. So, but overall, I thought we handled the run game very well for the most part. We couldn't get them off the field on 3rd down. If you'll look at the 3rd down conversions, is really, really what killed us, and we've got to get better in that area.
Yeah, they made some big plays. Our defense kept putting us into good positions to score, and one of the things that I know you're working on and what the team wants to get better at is finishing not only scoring drives, but finishing those 1st down series, finishing each series and trying to ultimately get into the end zone where we're putting 6 on the board and then kicking that extra point. Guys did a lot, and then unfortunately we persevered about a 45-minute lightning delay late in the ball game, which kind of took the steam out of everybody, I think, in the stands as well as on the field. But the guys came back after that and played hard again.
Well, offensively, we just, we got to punch it in the end zone. We can't settle for field goals. If we score touchdowns instead of field goals, it's a lot different ball game, and we really got to concentrate on that. And then, I told them after the weather delay, first of all, to me it was lightning the whole second half, and all of a sudden, we're going off the field. But, when we came back, I just told them, I said, these 5.5 minutes, which is what was left after the delay, is going to tell us what kind of football team. If we go out there and fight for 5 minutes, we're going to have a chance to be a pretty good football team. And our kids did that, and I got a lot of hope for this football team if we'll continue to get better.
Oh, yeah. One of the reasons you made this schedule the way you make it is to make us good throughout the region and when it comes playoff time, because let's face it, we're after region victories. I know you have 2 or 3 goals that the team sets every year, and one of them is to get a region championship. But the ultimate goal is to be playing on that second weekend in December.
Well, scheduling Dalton and Cartersville, some people probably don't think it's very smart. I mean, right now I don't either, but it helps us down the road.
Yes.
Even though we're going to play 2 very, very difficult football teams, it's going to help us down the road when we hopefully get to the playoffs and have those situations again down the road. So, it's going to do nothing but help this football team if we handle it in the right way.
The players may not agree with the statement I'm about to make, but the key, folks, is patience, and it is a process. We're going to come back and take a look at the first half highlights. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Welcome back, folks, to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And, Coach, it was a hot night. It was a humid night. Later on in the game, we're going to fight some bad weather. But it was just really sticky out there on the field. Driving up to the game, cloud cover. But as soon as I got to the field, the sun came back out. And 74% humidity was as low as the humidity rating was the entire night. I was impressed with your conditioning because cramping didn't seem to be a big issue.
Yeah, it seems like every time we go to Dalton, it's hot and humid, and last night was no different. I thought it was hot and it was humid, but overall I thought our kids handled it very well. We've got to find a way to play some more people on both sides of the ball, and that's our goal as a coaching staff is to find some more players. So, we're going to continue to get better, but last night was a tough test weather-wise as well.
Balin's second consecutive game, he gets 100 yards rushing. The guy's getting ready to come onto the field through the run-through banner put up by the cheerleaders. Balin with 100 yards rushing. There's going to be a lot of fans to look at just the stats, but Balin had a good night passing, catch a couple passes during the game, and the outcome of this game might have been entirely different.
Yeah, we dropped way too many balls last night, and that's concerning because I thought Balin threw the ball much better than he did the first week, and I thought Balin got better. One thing here about the referees, nobody told me the game time was 7:35 start. So, we got our kids out on the field a lot earlier than I normally do.
Yeah, by the time I looked at the watch, it was 7:35 or so. We're 2 for 2. We won the coin toss. We decided to defer. We kick off to them, and they take over 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Had a nice kick. It just squeezed out of bounds in the first play.
Yeah, they used some trickery on us the very first play, and that was a good play call, obviously. But that's what I told the kids. I said, guys, that they were resorting to trick plays already. That tells me that they don't think they can run the ball against you. So, our defense really, really is a perfect example right here. I mean, I thought we hit them all night long, and they have a really good football team. I think they'll make a run in 6A.
Yes, a good size line. When they bring the blocking fullback in, Adams, number 4, he really sets the tone for him. Gives him an extra lineman going through the hole. Number 1, Tanner's a really good ball player, as is number 8, and he goes in and gets his touchdown. But like you said, Ryan Randall with the tackle on that first down play, previous play there, came in there and really gave him a lick. This one's going to come back.
This was a good call. There were two chop blocks on this play, and after watching it last night when we got back, it was a very good call.
I won't ask for a comment. I'll just say it. The side judge on the Dalton sideline was horrendous. The holding penalties that didn't get called during the game that were so obvious was horrendous. And then to stop the game when they did late in the game because of lightning, when we'd had lightning for almost the entire game, was unbelievable. Little fake toss, come down the middle, and this kid is good, and you can't overthrow him.
No, we just got out-athleted there. That was a
Yes.
good throw and a good catch because, we had a couple people on him, and we had, if you look at that play, we had people on him, but it
Yes.
was a good throw and good catch.
Right, you throw it up high to a 6'4", 6'5" kid with the extra point. They're going to have to redo that again. But you throw it up to a 6'4", 6'5" kid like that when he's playing against 5'10", 5'11" guys, and it's a bit of a mismatch no matter how well you cover them. Extra point is good. And Todd and I said on the radio, well, if we're going to give up a score, give it up early.
Well, you look at that, and that's our first. It was 2nd and 15, I think, or 2nd and real long. And if you'll look at this game closely, all of the plays that they made were 2nd long or 3rd and long, and you got to give them credit. They made plays.
Exactly. The captains for tonight's game were Jacob Callahan, Malik Lawrence, Noah Davenport, and Luke Jones.
Yeah, but that was a good crew there. We like to spread our captains out as much as possible amongst our captains.
Particularly amongst the seniors, and we're going to get this kickoff going. This kid's got a live leg.
Yeah, he's a very good kicker. I think he's the brother of the kid that kicked at Georgia Southern. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure he is.
But he's just a sophomore. He's a good kicker.
Yeah.
That was a tough situation for Alico.
Yeah.
And we run the midline here, and again, we get 8 or 9 yards on first down, which was a good call there by Coach Davis. Good execution.
Alico took one for the team.
Yeah,
there
he did.
On the fake. Good read by Balin. So we've got 2nd and short, and Alico pounds it in there. I thought Alico had a good running game, Coach.
Yeah, he did. We got to find ways to get him the ball a little more in space. And, I thought defensively, they're really good defensively. They got number 90, who's a transfer from Christian Heritage, is a really, really good player. He was a lot better in person than I thought he would be, but we had a hard time blocking him.
He's a big boy, well over 300 pounds, and moves pretty well, but I thought we did a good job, once again, the middle of the line, working with against a lot of beef in the game.
34 is a 3-year starter for him at linebacker. 58 is a good 300-pounder. Good throw, good catch here to Luke. We had to play some 10th graders last night, and I think our youth showed a little bit.
At times.
At times. Bryson Davis not playing really hurt us. He got hurt in last week's game, and we dressed him see how he would look at pregame. Just didn't think he was ready to go.
I like this heavy formation here. They read it well defensively, but like you said, this is a veteran defense, particularly with their linebackers. A lot of pushing up there. And I thought Robbie's Raiders accounted for themselves well. This is, was the initial idea to go for it, or?
Yes, we were going to go for it. We tried to freeze them, and I thought they got the neutral zone there, but they didn't. The referee said they didn't, obviously. But
we took a timeout.
Yeah, we took a timeout. We're going to go for it.
And we line up in a heavy sumo to the right. Nice push here by the running backs to get Balin and Robbie's Raiders across the line of scrimmage.
Good job. You know, I just feel like with a 220-pound quarterback, it's going to be hard for somebody to stop us on 6 inches.
Exactly. Balin rolls to the right-hand side, puts his shoulder down, runs through one guy, can't run through 2 or 3, and does get a yard out of that. This drive starts at the 4, and this is, for the second consecutive game, we put together a really long drive. This is a nice drive. This is a nice answer to the touchdown.
Yeah, it is. I thought this was a very important drive.
Yes.
Throw the ball out here to Ryan Randall and we get good yardage.
He steps out near the 50-yard line.
I thought Ryan caught the ball much better this week.
Yes.
We'll go back with our sumo set, and good job by our sumo team getting the first down.
Yeah, Olico running the ball really, really well. Robbie's Raiders, William Long, Noah Davenport, J.C. Fuller, Cade Walker, and Zach McKenzie from left to right, tackle to tackle. And once, I'll tell you what, I think he surprises people with his speed.
Yeah, Balin, he played well last night. As you'll see in the game, we played him a lot on defense last night. And
Yes, you did.
I thought he handled both situations pretty good, as hot as it was.
Yeah, you got to be happy with the conditioning of this team, aren't you?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. Banging over left tackle behind William Long and left guard Noah Davenport. We're down inside the 15-yard line. It's second down from the 12. We freeze them at the line of scrimmage. Big crowd.
Yeah.
Good atmosphere.
It was a great night for football.
Yes, it was.
Except for the 40-minute lightning delay.
A lot of flinching going on there. And JC pleading his case. They back us up 5 yards on the illegal procedure. Send Luke in motion. Give to him. He gets to the outside. And they close pretty quick.
Yeah, you know, they got good speed on defense. They have a veteran group over there. I think the free safety started for 3 years. Linebacker core is good. The corners are good. We were really, really close to a big first down there.
Yeah, 51 got a hold of the ankle and slowed him down. I think if Balin gets through him quicker, we may be looking at the pylon.
Yes. One really positive last night is Juan. Juan really did a really good job with his field goals. He was 2 for 2. The only negative is he kicked it kickoff out of bounds one time, but other than that, I thought Juan had a great night.
I thought the rest of the kickoffs, I thought the idea behind it was a good idea. We're down 7-3 as we kick off. Yeah, he kicked some line drive. Some of these kickoffs are hard to handle. And it may be this one that the guy comes up with that I was hoping it would hit his shin and bounce back to us.
Yeah, I thought that was a good kick there because that ball really could go anywhere. And that was our plan, to squib it all night long with the speed that they have back there with the returning guys.
All right, when our stack 3-3 defense, black shirts back on D, we trail 7-3. And we're filling the hole nice, Coach.
That's a good job by Bailey Lester, number 6. We're going to continue to get better on defense.
Oh, yes.
I mean, you got 6 juniors right there in the front 6, which, you know, bodes well for us for next year, but and later in the year. I think the more they play, the better they're going to get.
Yes, and do a lot of substituting with Andrew Clements and Canyon over there on the right-hand side.
Yeah, Andrew Clements, Canyon, and Zeke Nance. We roll at defensive end, and C.J. Fuller's a steady at nose guard. He's a really good player and has played well the first 2 games.
I agree.
And I thought our linebackers got better last night. I thought there was a big improvement with James Prater and our other linebackers. That was a good catch by number 11. He's a really good player, and they call holding on us, which was probably a good call.
Yeah, we wrapped our arm around him as he came out of his break there. So, yeah, that was a legitimate call. Going to be 1st and 10 for Dalton. Yeah, it's just a nice one-handed catch. He did a good job, so kudos to him. Quarterback does a nice job of play faking, and we feel nice, Coach.
Nice job by James Prater and Ryan Randall, Owen Williams. Good defense.
You get 5 gold hats around the ball carrier. That's good. I know Coach Hobb the Elder is happy to see that. See the hustle to the ball. Yeah, McGowan, number 11, Tanner, the running back, Cobb, the wide receiver. That's a pretty nice skill set to have.
Yeah, it is. When you got 3 of those caliber and you can spread them out and play them all over the field, it makes it very difficult on defense.
Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on the D. All right, they're going to send 3 receivers out to the wide side. Quarterback rolls to the left-hand side, looking downfield, and he's going to scramble.
This is another one of those 3rd and longs that he barely gets the first down.
Yeah, I really would have liked to have seen a little bit different spot on that. But
Yeah, me too.
What can I say? Yeah, I think at times the speed of the first quarter comes to a close. I think the speed of the game got ahead of the referees.
Well, I thought that ball was close enough to measure, and I don't know why they didn't measure, and that's what I told the guy on the sideline.
Bailey Lester's lid comes off. He'll have to sit for a down. We bring in Davis Allen at middle linebacker, who is doing a good job.
Yeah, Davis, again, is 10th grader that we're playing. You know, it's tough for a 10th grader to play at this level right now with the teams that we're playing, but Davis can handle it.
Yeah, maybe a couple of teams down the road on the schedule. This is good coverage.
Yeah, not bad. Little spot route. Gave up about 4 or 5.
Shotgun formation. Nice play fake.
Good tackle by Rhett Abernathy right here.
Yes, and Rhett continues to show his speed, and maybe we can get him involved in offense once we get that club going.
Yeah.
He plays well with the club. I think I'm going to start calling him the human claw. little down and out there on the coverage for the Yellow Jackets was Brandon Spector, another sophomore.
Yeah, he had to start at corner for us because of Bryson's injury. You know, we usually roll those guys, but Brandon had to play the entire game at corner, and I thought he did a very good job.
Back him up 5 on that illegal procedure call. We've got the ball at our 28-yard line. Quarterback drops back, looking down over the middle, and there you just throw it up to a big guy, and he makes the play.
Yeah, he just made a great play. I think Ryan's breaking on the ball, and you know, if he doesn't catch it, I think Ryan's going to pick it off. But that was just a good throw and a good catch.
Yeah, it's nice to throw to 6'5" guys.
Again, that was probably, if I'm not mistaken, that was 2nd and long.
Yes, it was. Actually, it was third and long.
3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and long on that one. A couple 3rd down plays. They call roughing the kicker against us. They're going to line up and do it again. They move the ball to the 1.5-yard line. And I wasn't surprised about kicking, but you're always worried about, are they going to punch it in for a 2?
Yeah.
All right, so the extra point is good, and that makes it 14-3. We got 10:13 left in the first half. They score with 10:39 in the first quarter and 10:13 in the second quarter. Fairly consistent. And this is going to be normally 8 yards deep in the end zone. Like we said, Mora, the sophomore, has a live leg. We're going to take over 1st and 10 at our 20, and our starting positions the entire first half, Coach, were not very good.
Yeah, we got to have better field position.
Well, you can't do anything about that kick.
That was good job by Balin on the midline.
I think some of the defensive linemen still thought the running back had it after Balin was downfield. Good gain on that behind Robbie's Raiders. Here comes Alico banging in there hard across the 30, up to about the 34-yard line.
We were really close to getting Alico loose a couple of times last night. We freeze them here at the line of scrimmage.
Send Alico to the left. Just a quarterback sweep. Look at that. He's running through the blockers and the tacklers.
I don't know how he called a holding from back there. He's behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm surprised he got that far to the left if though he's flagged that far forward. All right, here we go.
Run the draw here. Again, we get, a lot of it back, so it's 1st and 20 and goes to 2nd and 10, or 13. That was good execution there.
Exactly.
Good hard running by Alico for about 3.
He drug about a 325-pounder with him for about 4 yards.
3rd and 10, which right now is a tough situation for us.
Yeah. It won't be later in the season.
No, we'll get better.
Yeah.
It was a great throw by Balin, and Luke just knows we got to catch that. And you know, he's young, he's a 10th grader, and he's going to be a really, really good football player. And but we'd all like to have that one back.
Yeah, wouldn't we? Yeah, you know, you get that far open, and the hardest thing you've got to do is continue the concentration, because you know, when I catch this ball, I'm scoring 6.
Yeah.
And that was a big turn of events there in the ball game. It's going to force us to punt. Aaron Hayes is going to do the punting. Jacob Callahan doing the snapping, and he gets off a good punt. Good roll.
That's another positive with our kicking game, is obviously Aaron. He's really doing a good job punting the football. And, of course, you can't forget about Jacob Callahan with snapping. You know, he's a senior snapper, and he's really snapping the ball well. And I think Aaron's punting the ball well for a 10th grader.
Yes. I like the hang time he gets, and he's got a little bit more distance, and he's going to get more distance because he's going to get bigger, faster, and stronger. He's just a sophomore. Pin him down to the 16-yard line, and the Dalton offense is going to get on the field here. The attitude of the guys on the sideline is still pretty good, I assume.
Oh yeah, there's no quitting these guys, that's for sure. We're down 14-3, and obviously it should be 14-10, but
right.
It's not, and we got to move on.
Right. A couple plays later, they're going to spot the ball at the 30.
Yeah, I think we missed a play there.
Yeah, 37-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down from the 37-yard line. And
we're struggling.
Yeah, we are struggling. Now the ball's at the 42-yard line. I'm trying to catch up on my note sheet here. But we'll get it going here. So it's going to be 2nd down and about 6 from the 42-yard line of Dalton. Yeah, big crowd last night. I'm sure they sold a lot of drinks in the concession stand, because everybody should have been thirsty.
They called illegal procedure on them, I believe.
Yes, they did. Back them up 5 to the 37. Motion. Give to the motion man. And we're doing a good job on the defensive line, Coach.
That's good defense there. Good linebacker play. Good job by Balin setting the edge.
Yes.
3rd and long.
And as you can see, folks, Balin is up there on the top of the screen playing a fair amount of defense last night.
3rd and long. We forced them to throw the ball earlier than they wanted to, and big stop by our defense. It's 14-3, and it was a good stop, and gives the ball back to the offense.
Exactly. And I think as the game went on, nice fair catch here by Ryan Randall. I think as the game evolved, we found out we put a little pressure on this quarterback. He's not near as accurate.
Exactly.
Jackets take over.
Again, not great field position. So we're struggling with field position in the first half. This is a great catch by Alico and a great throw.
I like that route. Just opened up the middle. Little curl out of Alico out of the backfield to the middle. Balin stood in there, and after he released that ball, he took a hit. Balin fakes to Alico. Interviewed Mike Duffy at halftime, and he said, I don't know your number 4's name, but man, is he going to be tired after this game.
Yes, he is.
Because he really respected and admired what Balin was doing. This was a pass that they said was a lateral. It goes out of bounds, so they're going to spot it at the 43-yard line. That was a close play.
The thing about it is we're not good enough to overcome things like that, and you know, we've got to be perfect on every play or close to perfect. You know, we make that throw and catch, looks like we got big yards.
Yes, it does. But we will get better at that. JC with the snap. Balin rolls to the left.
This was a 4th down play. Probably wish I had that over. Wasn't a great call by us on that situation, but luckily it didn't come back to haunt us.
Exactly, it did not. They take over in good field position. just on their side of the 50. And once again, we get pressure on the quarterback, and he just dumps it out there for an incomplete pass. It's going to be 2nd and 10. We trail 14-3, getting late in the first half. And this kid's a pretty good ball runner, Coach.
Yeah, he's another transfer. You know, number 1, number 90, number 3, or senior transfers for those guys. I think all 3 of them came from Christian Heritage, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. That's a good 3 to get there, wouldn't you think?
It helped the skill level of their team immensely. Throw the ball down the field. Oh, there you go.
That's good defense there.
Yeah.
Really good defense by Balin, Malik, and Ryan.
You played DB. Ryan was probably thinking about some fresh ribs for dinner.
Yes.
When a receiver goes up like that. Quarterback rolls to the right-hand side. Nice screen back to the other side. Good play call. Nice recovery, James Prater.
That's a good job by C.J., James, and Owen. Because
CJ
that could have been a big play.
Yeah, C.J.'s our nose guard.
Yes.
And he's making that running back change his course. Good hustle. Good play by the black shirts. And they're going to take a timeout, and they're going to talk it over.
It's 4th down. That's a great job by our defense, forcing them to punt the football.
They had the ball at their own 46-yard line.
Yes, they did.
That's a good stop. Illegal procedure backs them up 5. Did you think about declining it? And not get, well, of course, you can't decline that. They're going to. It's a penalty to mark off, but give him less room to work with, and maybe kicks it into the end zone. Gets it high up into the air, then it takes a beautiful Phil Mickelson roll. It was a nice lob wedge. They put us in a bad starting position again. That's just a good punt.
Yeah, and we got it on the 15-yard line, which again is tough field position.
Balin running down the right sideline, shedding tacklers as he gets us out of the hole. We're up to the 30-yard line. Now this is better. 1st and 10.
We're having a tough time blocking number 90 in there. 90's a good 300-pounder, and he's strong, and he's really, really good player.
Yeah, I had a guy tell me before the game he was only going to play about 30 snaps. I think he played a little bit more than that.
Yeah, he played more than that.
Yes, he did.
We're close right here, really close.
Yeah.
That's a big 1st down. Again, we're moving the chains. You know, we're a different offense. You know, we're not going to play as fast. We're going to take our time and move the chains when we can.
Well, you know, just to back that up, that opening drive was a 16-play, 7-minute, 25-second drive, and it was a nice response. And once again, we're going to do the same thing here.
I think Alico got a little tired right here.
Yes.
We throw a little screen out here, and again, that's they defended it pretty well. If you'll notice, we don't throw a lot of screens against Dalton because they play them well.
Yeah. Well, they've seen us for 10 years now, Coach.
Yep.
Yeah. When you watch this game, when the fans watch a game, they've got to see how many times Alico does a lot of blocking off the play fakes, and he's getting hit an awful lot.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think this is the second half.
Yeah,
kickoff.
I think this is the beginning of the second half kickoff. Yeah, it is. So we're going to stop it, roll it back here just a little bit, and we're going to talk a little bit about the first half. And as you go into halftime, we're down 14-3. The Yellow Jackets are playing well against a good team. A lot of hype about this Dalton team coming into this season. They're ranked number 7 in the state in 6A. We're ranked, number 1 in 3A. The guys did pretty well, didn't they? I mean, outside of a couple of mistakes.
Yeah, we're not bad. I mean, like I said, if you look at our football team at this point, we've got 14 or 15, maybe even 16 new starters out there. And, to be their first game in this kind of environment, and I think we're handling it pretty good for the most part. Obviously, it should be 14-10 going into halftime, but, we've got to face the fact that it's not, and it's 14-3, and we're still in an okay position, if we come out and score the very first series. And the biggest thing is we had to get a score to make it 14-10 to put some pressure on them, and we did that, and then we absolutely go crazy for a few minutes. But, overall, we're okay where we're at. Not where we want to be, obviously, but we're okay.
Right. We're sitting there. We give up the opening drive in the first quarter, the opening drive in the second quarter. But for the rest of those quarters, the defense has done well. Now we clean up a couple silly mistakes on offense, and then we're in pretty good shape. Like you said, the key is maybe punching it in and getting a touchdown and putting some pressure on them, because we found the quarterback looks good when he's standing back there all by himself. We put some pressure on him, and he's missing some passes.
Well, you look at the yardage of the first half,
Yes.
and it's very even, 0 turnovers, and it's just a good high school football game at this point.
Yes, it is. Just sit back and relax in that Barca Lounger, folks. Grab you a Daddy-O's donut. You're about to watch the Pride of Georgia's Northland Band, 275 strong, led by band director Larry Brown, assisted by Sarah Knapp, and led onto the field by drum major Sarah Green. You're going to enjoy the halftime show. We'll be back. You're watching the Hal Lamb Show. Welcome back to the second half. We trail 14-3, and Coach, the guys are in good mental condition as they come back out. The enthusiasm's up, right?
Yeah, we're okay. You know, we made some minor adjustments, but the key is, you know, getting off to a good start this second half, and obviously we do not get off to a good start. So we've got to do a better job. That's the second game in a row we've come in after halftime and not done anything offensively.
Well, the kicker puts the ball into the end zone, so we're going to start at the 20-yard line. Yeah, you really coach the guys up about how important this first drive of the second half is. And we'll get that better. Nice move by Ryan Randall out there on that little
Well, you know, it's a good throw, good catch up there about 7 yards on first down, which is very good.
2nd and 3. Got a little wing over there on the right-hand side. So it's tight end right, wing right. Alico to the left. And we just probably didn't have our feet set.
No, you know, it's crazy that, you know, sometimes Balin makes the hard throws and he struggles with the easy throws. We've got to get better in that area. Again, we're close. We're really close to getting the first down there, and, you know, our tackle gets knocked off his feet and we can't get the linebacker blocked. So we got to punt the football.
Exactly. And we're going to bring Aaron Hayes on to do the punting. And what started off as a very promising drive ends up in a 4th down situation, 4th and 3. So we'll put Aaron in to punt. Jacob Callahan doing the snapping. Yeah, it was a real good atmosphere. Punt goes downfield. They're going to take over at their 38-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cats. That was a 35-yard punt by Aaron Hayes. I think he punted 3 times last night. Yes. 36.7 average.
Not bad at all. I think,
good hang time.
Yes, he's doing a really good job.
I mean, we look down the road, which we don't, you know, I tend to do. Junior and senior, he's going to be banging 40, 45-yard punts with hang time.
Well, he's got a future if he continues to work at it because he's got such a strong leg.
1st and 10, they send the wide receiver in motion. This is McGowan, and this is a good athlete. And
well, they got a little Wildcat package in there with number 3 at quarterback.
Yeah, different quarterback.
Yep, I'm sure, you know, they had an off week to work on us, obviously. You know, they didn't play last week, and that's another tough situation. They had an off week to work on us, and Cartersville had an off week to work on us, so
yeah,
it doesn't make things any easier.
Yeah, you pick out a really difficult schedule. Cobb runs a nice sweep over there, and Ryan Randall bringing him down to the ground. Yeah, the tough schedule, and then both teams have an off week in front of us coming into it, so tough gets tougher. Yeah, this is the point guard on the basketball team, and he's quick.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
That was chop block by number 1. I don't think he wanted much of Balin coming in there, and so he went low on Balin. Good call by the referee.
We could see it from the booth, and he ducked. He got out of the way because he was afraid 220 pounds was going to run over him. Fake to the running back, and then the quarterback just keeps it. And they're going to run this, as you said, the Wildcat set here for a little bit.
Well, it was 1st and about 30 or 40, so we just got to keep them. There's Balin with the sack. Good job. Good job by Balin.
Came in from the blitz from the weak side of the offense, defense's left side. Got him backed up to the 39-yard line.
Okay, we just need to be smart. Here's third and long.
Yes.
Somebody makes a big hit right here.
Oh, and I didn't get the number. Kenyon Turner comes up with a fumble recovery, and it had to be a line.
It's a good job by our defense forcing a turn. Big hit and good fumble recovery by Kenyon.
1st and 10 for the Jackets, and we're in action. Alico bounces it outside, runs through a couple guys, gets a 1st down, 10-yard gain.
We got some momentum here.
Yes, we do.
Throw it out here to Luke, and good positive yards, and called a penalty on us, which after looking at the video, I don't know where the penalty was. They called illegal motion, but I didn't see it.
I didn't see the illegal procedure, and I was watching that play happen, you know, everything's right in front of us. Porter had a good block. He didn't hold, and I'm thinking, what are they calling? Illegal procedure?
But they did call a late hit out of bounds, which, we wind up getting 10 yards on this play. So.
Yeah, as they mark off 5, mark off 15. Now we're down there ready to roll, and Balin keeps the ball and rolls out to the left-hand side. We've got 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Fake to Alico, banging up in what started on the left-hand side, cuts back to the right, gets it down to the 5. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Got tight end to the right, wing to the right, and Alico to the right.
This is a good job by Balin lowering his head, getting it down to the half-yard line.
See, when we saw the play from the booth, we thought for a minute he may have rolled over a tackler into the end zone, but obviously it was a ball coming loose. 3rd and goal from the 1. We're in a heavy sumo set to the right.
That's a good job getting it in the end zone by Alico.
And the Jackets have got 6 on the board as Alico pounds in for 6. The Deuce gets another 6. The extra point to come.
We got some momentum, exactly what we needed. We scored to make it 14-10 and put some pressure on them, and we got a chance, and then we're just not very smart in this situation.
Yeah, we've a little extracurricular activity after this, and they're going to call a penalty on us. And that's going to be assessed on the kickoff. We're down 14-10, but we had to kick from the 25, Coach.
Yeah, it's a big blow for us, and my whole thing is there's been yeah in the whole game, and at least come over and say, Coach, one more time, and we're going to flag you kids. And we had several meetings with referees this off season, and it was all about communication, and I don't think they communicated with me very well.
Well, Todd was talking about the bobblehead and started at the beginning of the game, and so now you're going to start calling it?
Right.
Either put your flags in your pocket or, and this was close to being a lateral, Coach.
They called it a lateral, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I didn't like the inconsistency in some of the calls. And they didn't lose the game for us, I'm not saying that.
No.
Teague fakes the running back, go to the left, spins back to right, and once again, Owen Williams, Bailey Lester, down to Jess Ralston. These are young guys making plays.
It's 3rd and long here, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right.
3rd and real long, or maybe 15, 16.
Quarterback scrambles. And we get him down at what I thought, the spot's right, but then they call penalties on us, Coach.
Yeah, they called a penalty on us for talking after the play, and running back, referee ran over somebody on the sideline, which the word I got was he tripped over the carpet, but it is what it is.
Yes, it is. So it ends up being a 15-yard penalty, and then the second 15-yard penalty was half the distance to the goal, and then they score on the first play after that. So they answer our 7 with 7 of their own with 5:06 left in the 3rd quarter, and they're back up to 21-10. And that was just, it was almost a doomed series from the kickoff beginning.
Well, when you give them 45 yards and penalty yards,
yes,
your chances of stopping them aren't very good.
Aren't very good. No, they aren't. So we take over 1st and 10. Balin drops straight back looking for a receiver downfield. He's going for a big one down the side, and they've got him pretty well covered. He's trying to find Malik Lawrence.
They called holding on Luke on the inside receiver, which I thought was a good call. So we get a 10-yard penalty there for holding.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. Balin fakes to the running back, hits hard over the right-hand side, gets it up to about 34, nice 4-yard gain on 1st down.
Yeah, that's a good job by Balin reading the midline and getting 4 yards, which is what we're looking for. Good throw and good catch right here to Luke Jones for 1st down.
Spot the ball right at the 40, 1st and 10 for the Jackets. Yeah, we're at the point where we need to catch all the passes and not drop anything, right?
It's a good run by Alico, making something out of nothing there.
Yeah.
We got 1 yard, could have been a loss.
2nd and 9. Give Alico a little breather as Zach Fuller's in there, and they tackle us behind the line of scrimmage, backs us up to the 39-yard line.
3rd and long here.
Yes, it is.
Again, this is a good throw by Balin. We just, we're going to fall for the 1st down there, and we just got to catch the football.
Exactly. So it's going to bring up a punting situation. We bring Aaron Hayes back onto the field. 4th and 11. Aaron puts his right foot into the ball. It's not a real long punt, but it does get him back to the 31-yard line.
Yep.
Good hang time, no return.
We need to do something offensively right there. They scored to make it 21-10. That was a big hit that's a good job by Andrew Clements.
Yeah, a little slobber knocker on 1st down. Yes, when they ran that play, there was 3:32 left in the 3rd quarter. So we got him backed up a little bit. Ball stripped. And was that CJ that stripped it?
Looks like it. And, who recovered it? Owen?
Owen Williams got the recovery, and it looked like CJ stripped him.
So we got some positive things going on right here, and we give it right back to them. We just can't throw the ball up in a crowd, and they get it on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, they take over after. So it's tit for tat, turnover for turnover. That's our first offensive turnover of this season.
Well, if you're going to turn the ball over, that's, 1-yard line's where you'd like to have them.
And we got to pin back. And the way the defense is playing right now, we're thinking, hey, let's get us another turnover. It might even be a 6-point turnover. Running back does a nice job on the hole, keeps his balance, cuts back to the left-hand side, and that's just an athletic move, Coach.
Yeah, we just got to tackle him. We had him wrapped up on the 2-yard line, and I think they get a 1st down there, right?
Yes, they did. 1st and 10 from the 13. Little toss sweep to the left-hand side. Goes down the sideline. We knock him out of bounds. The Dalton fans were hollering for unnecessary roughness. I just thought it was a pretty good lick. But there is going to be a penalty against Dalton on this play.
Yeah, I think they called holding, maybe?
Holding, yes it was. Yeah, holding. So it's going to be 1st down from their 6-yard line. Got a nice hit in the hole there. Owen Williams coming up, finishing off. Ryan Randall's in there, as well as Bailey Lester. 2nd down from the 6. 3rd quarter is winding down to a close. And they hit him on a seam, and I'm awful glad the Turf Monsters came up and grabbed him.
I'm not so sure he caught that ball after, I thought the ball came loose from our sideline. Couldn't see it there very well.
4th quarter begins. We flip the field. He throws the ball down the field looking for a guy. Picked off by Ryan Randall.
Nice job by our defense. Another turnover. Got it on the +40.
Yes. So at the beginning of the 4th quarter, 11:51 left in the game. We have 1st and 10 at their 40. Balin running a sweep to the left-hand side.
Again, 9 yards, which is what we're looking for.
2nd and short. Got a receiver up top, 3 down at the bottom. Little bubble screen out here to the right-hand side to Luke Jones. Give him credit, they closed pretty quick on it.
Yeah, we got to stay on our blocks a little longer there.
Going to bring up 3rd and short. Tight end right, heavy sumo set to the right. Give it to Aliko. 1st and 10 for the Jackets, and he keeps the legs driving. He's running hard, Coach.
They had a penalty. I think they had 12 men on the field.
Yeah, illegal substitution.
We got to get in the end zone here, and we got to do a better job of getting it in the end zone. We got a positive play right here. We just got to make blocks out there and hit it north and south instead of east and west. But we do get 3 or 4 yards.
Exactly. Balin running the quarterback sweep to the left-hand side, and yeah, like you said earlier, we got to maintain the blocks.
Yeah, we didn't block that properly. They switched defenses on us. And 3rd and 10 here, and we got a good play call here. We just got to execute, and we just don't do it.
Well, we started with 1st and 10 from the 15. Now we're back to 3rd and 10 from the 15, and this is a key down for the Yellow Jackets.
I think we're gonna miss this play on the tape, but we try to throw a curl into the boundary, and we just don't make a good throw here and force 4th down.
Aliko lines up to the right, short side of the field to the left. Balin in shotgun formation, and like you said, we missed the curl. So it brings up 4th and 15, and no question about it, you were going to go for the field goal to make it a one-score game.
Yeah, we needed to make it a one-score game, and 10 yards is a lot to get on 4th down, so we needed to kick the field goal. And
in a short field.
yes, and I thought one knocked it through there nicely.
Well, he squeezed it inside the right upright. Jacob Callahan snapping, Porter Law holding. The left-footed Juan Palmer kicking the 32-yard field goal from the left hash, went from left to right, and we've got us a one-score game. It is 21-13 as toe meets leather.
And this is what we wanted the kickoffs to look like all night. And if we tackle him right there, it's on the 25-yard line.
Yes.
Instead, he bounces, and we lost our contain, and actually they get about 30 more yards. So.
Yeah.
I think they had field position all night long compared to
us.
And that goes back to the kicking game. And ours is not terrible, but theirs is pretty good.
We hit him right in the hole, just got to wrap, and you're getting towards the end of the game, and foot speed and arms get heavy, and foot speed's a little bit slower. So give the kid credit; he spun out of the tackle. Little push by Dalton as they get across our 45-yard line.
Our kids continue to play hard, though.
Oh, yes.
And that's all we can ask at this point. It's a long season, and we're going to continue to get better.
They bang it down to the 41-yard line where it's going to be 3rd and goal, or 3rd down. And once again, here's the 3rd down play that they make I'm sorry, that one's an incomplete pass. That was 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down from the 41.
Yeah, this is probably the big blow here.
Yeah.
And we got it played pretty good. I don't know where our pressure is, and we just missed a bunch of tackles there.
Yeah. Missed the tackle there, and then he gets on down the field. And Red Abernathy's showing off his speed, hog-ties him, wrestles him to the ground. They mark it at the 4-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and goal. But actually, they ended up marking it back at the 7, where I thought they should have. I remember talking about that on the radio. Spin move there at the point of attack, and nice finish.
Good job by Canyon forcing him to spin, and there was Owen Williams making the tackle.
There you go. After a yard loss, it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 8, and he was wide open. That was about the only time of the night on a running play that they actually had it wide open.
Yep. That's we got to get better in that area. That was that was our youth coming out, our inexperience. We got to play a gap, and we didn't do that right there.
So they expand the lead back to 28-13, and this is the point in time where we had a 45-minute lightning delay. And so after the delay, we come back. There's 5:38 left in the ball game, and nice kickoff return.
He actually misses the kick, and we actually got good, decent field position here, 35-yard line. And this is after the delay, so
Right.
I told the kids just, give me 5 minutes of hard-nosed football, and this is going to tell us what kind of team we're going to have. And I thought our kids came out and fought for 5.5 minutes.
Just missed that little look in, personal foul, roughing the passer after Balin let go of the ball. So we're going to get 1st and 10. Yeah, it was lightning was all over the area. They come in and rushed the quarterback, and they came out and did a couple blitzes right after that lightning delay that they hadn't been doing. Throw the ball down the field in pretty good coverage. But I thought the guys accounted for themselves well here.
3rd and long here, and Balin makes a great throw right here and a great catch by Malik. Just a yard short for 1st down. So
I think the tackler took it harder than Malik because Malik got tagged.
Yep, and we're going to go for it, and Balin fumbles a snap, and he makes a great play right here. And we just catch the ball there. We got a 1st down.
Oh, by 2 or 3 yards. Yeah, Todd and I were saying in the live call of the game, that was a heck of a play.
That was a very athletic play.
I don't know how he knew the guy was there. So they give it to the running back, and he's bouncing here and there and everywhere. And Andrew Clements is putting pressure on him. And on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets is Lester and Jess Simpson and Owen Williams. Shotgun formation, and all they're trying to do is run the clock out here, Coach. Give to the running back again. We meet him right in the hole.
And we're using our timeouts here.
Yes.
Trying to get the ball back. So it's third and 5 here.
Get to the running back on the left-hand side, and once again, we're right there in the hole, and we're putting a lot of pressure on him.
It's fourth down, force on the punt. Good job by our defense. We'll try to block it here.
We're sending the house. We're coming after this punt. They're working the play clock down as low as they can get it. Here we come. Put some pressure on him. Give the kid credit, he got off a nice punt. Takes a little bit of a roll inside the 10-yard line. And
that Ryan was going to catch that, but he slipped.
Coming up to the ball. Yep. So.
Got a good play here to Rhino. JC knocks him out right there.
Well, JC did go over and help him back up and apologized. A little down and out here on the left-hand side. Passes a little bit behind the receiver, but he'll probably tell you he should have caught it. And in and out of the hands. And
I mean, you know, we just got to catch the ball. We're not.
Yes.
That's a great catch by Tyler Putnam.
Yes, it is.
Tell you, Tyler gives us everything he's got. He's not a very big kid, and he's got great speed, and he's very, very coachable, and obviously he's catching the ball.
Exactly. So we're moving down the field with some hurry-up offense, and we're using the sideline to stop the clock, throw it up in the air, and it is going to be picked off. And Balin was trying to find his brother Brandon, good coverage, and they take over with 21 seconds left. Or, 2:19 left, rather, in the ball game. Run a little toss sweep to the right-hand side. I formation, going to run behind that blocking fullback. And they, like we said, are working the clock. And
well,
we're
forcing the punt. We continue to play hard. We try to block it and
put some pressure on him.
He gets a lot of height from those punts.
Yes, he does. And when you're back there by yourself catching, you don't know how close those guys are coming.
Yeah.
Balin looking downfield.
And, you know, some of these throws he's making now, that was one of the tougher throws he threw all night, and he just steps in there and throws it.
Across the field and down the sideline, in between two guys. Oliko out to the left. Balin looks downfield one more time. Just overshoots the Tyler Putnam.
We just got to get a little more consistent in the passing game, so it's second.
Second down here.
That's another great throw. Just
over a DB in front of another DB.
He shows signs of really, really throwing the ball well, and then he shows signs of but we had to play him so much both ways.
Yes.
And to me, this is one of the easier throws, and we've got to get better in that area, for sure.
Balin drops straight back again. Tried to hit Ryan Randall. Ryan slipped coming out of his cut.
Yep.
And that was a fourth down play, and there's 21 seconds left. They take a kneel, and they are off to the house with a 28-13 victory. And tough night. Guys played hard. Dalton's a good ball team, and that's the way it goes, huh?
Yep, Dalton, my hat's off to Dalton.
Yes.
I think they've got a good football team, and I think they'll do well in 6A. I think they'll make a run. And I think we're going to make a run. I think we've got a good football team. It's just, it's a tough part of the schedule right now. And, if we believe in the process and learn from our mistakes and get better each day on the grass and continue to get better, and we're going to be a good football team.
Coach Land was happy to get out of there with a victory. He was very wary of your Yellow Jacket football team, and he said, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see this team playing for the state championship in 3A. And I wouldn't be either.
Well, we've got a chance. We've got to handle this loss in the correct manner, and if we can do that, I think we're going to be fine, because we're in game 2, and
yes.
It's a long season, and believe in what we're doing, and quit making dumb mistakes, and continue to play hard, and I think we'll be fine.
Exactly. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to come back and look at Stingers, the plays of the game. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. welcome back, Yellow Jacket football fans. We're about to take a look at the Stingers. We've selected 5 your plays of the game, defense and offense. And Coach, we had some good ones.
First one is our longest play of the night offensively, probably. We get Balin on the backside counter and good run, good blocking up front. Big run there by Balin.
Yeah, big blocking up front, big hole there. Nice play fake to Olika going to the left. And then Juan Palmer, great night kicking.
Yeah, real pleased with the way Juan's kicking the football. And, of course, Jacob snapping and Porter holding. Nice job.
Drilled it to the uprights. So the pound and shoot offense, we got some highlights there. Now we're going to go flip over to the defensive side and look at some of the black shirt plays. And I believe this is going to be a fumble recovery. We're going to have to look quick to see who gets the hit. Dump it over the middle.
Bailey
Lester
with the big hit, and Canyon with the recovery. We've got some excitement in the air. And
yep, number 6, and boy, it's nice to have him healthy, huh?
Another fumble recovery. This is a great job by CJ forcing the strip, and a recovery by Owen Williams.
And he lost his lid in the process. Owen Williams gets the fumble recovery. They tried to block CJ out of the way, but he wouldn't have any of it. The last one is at INT.
Good job by Ryan Randall on breaking on the ball. Ball's in the air, and there comes Ryan across the field. Nice job.
Played center field like Andrew Jones. Good job. Our 5th Stinger of the game. Well, we don't have any games for the pipeline to talk about, but the middle school and the JV are going to debut soon.
Yeah, the middle school has their first game Thursday at home, I believe, versus South Central, and then our JV are opening up the following Thursday at home versus Ringgold. So, you know, our JV and middle school season is about to start, so we'll have a lot of football going on Thursdays for sure.
Exactly. Health-wise, how did we come out of the game?
Well, we're beat up. You know, it was a physical war is what it was, and you know, but nobody seriously hurt. Everybody will be ready to go for Cartersville. So. You know, but, you know, we've got to get their legs back under them and get ready for next Friday.
It's been so hot, and then when we get to Friday night, even if the temperature does drop down to 81 or 82, the humidity is so high. The guys are getting sapped, aren't they? I mean, they're using a lot of energy on these after a week of practice and then the Friday game.
Yeah, you know, they are. You know, it's normally you don't play two games in August like we have, and you know, the heat's been very difficult at practice, and it's just a tough time of year to be playing the game of football in this heat. But, you know, hopefully the weather will get better as we go on. But I looked at the forecast, doesn't look like it's going to get any better. So we'll get better this week and get ready for Cartersville.
Cartersville, a pretty good ball team.
Yeah, you know, it's just bad scheduling on my part, I guess. You know, back-to-back playing these 2 games, and you know, they got supposedly the best quarterback in the country coming in here, or one of the best. And
that's the entire United States, folks.
Yeah, he's supposedly, but I haven't seen any film on him. We'll get busy on them this weekend. But, you know, they're defending 4A champions, and, you know, they're going to come in here with a really, really good football team, and we're going to have to play well to stay on the field with them. But, you know, if we'll come out and fight, and, you know, nobody's going to give us a chance to win this football game, and but our kids will believe that they can win, and our coaching staff will believe that we can win, and we just got to go out and execute and play well and give ourselves a chance.
I picked you on the quarterback show, the Dalton game. So we go out and we play a really good ball game, hurry them up, cause them to make some mistakes. You never know how that ball's going to bounce. It gets to be a greasy, oblong pigskin, and it can go our way.
Well, you know, it's the same situation we had in 2001 or close to it. You know, nobody gave us a chance to go to Cartersville and win, and we went over there and they turned it over 5 or 6 times, and we were able to upset them. They were the #1 team in the state, and so it can be done. We just got to. But we really can't worry about Cartersville at this point. We got to worry about ourselves. Now, we're going to scheme against them as we always do, but we've got to get better on every single play and play up to our potential. And, you know, if it's not good enough in the end, it's not good enough. But we will continue to get better, and we will have a good season.
And the nice thing about after this Friday's game is we got a bye week and we can get rested up, healed up, and get ready for the region schedule.
Well, there's one thing for sure, you know, after these 3 games, we're going to see where we're at as a football team because we've played 3 really good football teams, and you know, who can play, who can't play, who needs a chance, who doesn't need a chance, and you know, we'll know where we're at, and we'll make some adjustments and get ready for region play. But our focus now is getting better this week and getting ready for Clarksville.
It's a process, folks. Our director is Louis Reyes, producer is Sam Magnacheri, audio engineer Ethan Brown, and if you'd like to watch the Boys of Fall many times, and why wouldn't you, go to calhountdclub.com. That is calhountdclub.com, and watch the Boys of Fall and enjoy the Yellow Jacket football. Coach, any final comments?
Nope, just we need a very, very big crowd
Yeah.
Friday night and a loud crowd. So we need all the momentum we can get.
It'll be big. It'll be their job to get loud, and I'm sure they will get loud as the Hurricanes come to the Reeve. You've been watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.